Good morning and welcome back to Cityline. We are in our fabulous final segment, and with me are two women that have waited for this moment to happen, to make this announcement. Please join me. Mandy Webster Martin, you are here to talk about the RAGS Wearable Art Sale, and you are with the RAGS Guild, yes!
I am.
And you brought with you our Deputy Director, Karen White, for the YWCA of Pierce County. Welcome back, both of you. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to be here again.
And I have to say, man, as I said in the opening, everything about RAGS is meant to be savored and touched and smelled and picked up and put on, and we finally get to do that. And this RAGS coming up, so before we talk about it being back, if people don't know what a RAGS event is, Mandy, tell them. What is it?
Okay, well, the full name of it is RAGS Wearable Art Sale and Show.
That's right.
And so what it is all of these amazing artists, local and from far away.
Yes.
They come in, they set up shop in a marketplace and our gallery, and it's a chance to shop and experience jewelry, garments, and accessories. And all of these people, they share a portion of their sales with us, and we gather it all together and we donate it to the YWCA Pierce County.
And how many years have we been doing this total?
This will be our 29th event, and in that time we have raised over $2 million for the Y.
You knew I was going to ask that. That is incredible. So when you say $2 million, now I'm going to shift to you and say, so how does RAGS benefit from that $2 million?
So when we get a donation from the RAGS Show and Sale, it is revenue that we can apply to any program area for our services for survivors of domestic violence where we need it. So having that kind of revenue from a total volunteer guild, they work so hard all year to put this show on for us, and it's like being funded as a nonprofit, of course, is meaningful, but receiving funds from this relationship we've had for 30 years with these amazing group of volunteers, and in a way that we can apply it where it's most needed for what survivors need as they're coming to us for help, is really critically important. And we're so grateful. We love our RAGS Guild.
Yes, and you said something that was so key, that it's volunteer driven, and that artists give back a portion of their sales to the YWCA so they can help keep it going and also support those great programs that help those who are affected by domestic violence. Mandy, I'm going to have you answer the big question. Maybe we should do a drum roll. Is RAGS back in person after 2 years of online events?
It is. It
Yes!
is back in person.
Yay!
We are thrilled. We're fortunate to be able to do an online event for the last couple of years, but we just cannot wait to see everyone in person. We're back at the wonderful Mercedes-Benz dealership.
There it is.
Just the RAGS that you remember of yesteryear is back.
And I want to hold a moment of gratitude and respect and just admiration for those 2 years that everybody who touches this program made it a virtual program. Can it be any more difficult than to take a program that really has to be savored in person and yet still keep the zeal and the zing of it? And you guys did that. You did it. But now we are back. Let's talk about it's going to be in the marketplace, and is it safe for everybody to come back in? So how do we envision this? Put your GoPro on and tell me how it works.
We're going to try and space things out a little bit more than we have in the past. We're being very deliberate with our floor plan. Masks are always encouraged. We will have hand sanitizer everywhere. We want to protect our friends and family and our vulnerable communities while still having an in-person event.
Exactly. So you've done some spacing, but if people want to wear a mask, they can.
Please do.
Please do, but also please show up. And let's talk about a marketplace versus a gallery, because when I think about a marketplace and galleries, the one connector is everything is very strategically put where it needs to be. So is that what we're talking about when we talk about a marketplace versus a gallery?
Yes. So the marketplace is more, the artists have multiple things for sale.
Okay.
They have their little mini shops. The gallery is really to showcase individual pieces of stunning art. And some of them are for sale, some of them aren't, but some of them are in vitrines and they're up on mannequins.
Yes.
But the artists have provided things like touch panels if it's a woven piece, so you can still interact with it while appreciating the art. We have students from Kent State University design program that just have these amazing pieces of fashion that need to be appreciated in person.
I love that. I mean, and I want to do an example, like for instance, the glass. The glass this would be a gallery glass. This would be something that we just look at and say, it's really fragile. There's a Hilltop artist did a great job with this. There's a price on it. So I used to tell my daughter when she was little, look with your eyes, not with your hands. So this is an eye moment, but with those eye moments, you guys, because you understand the essence of this, have given us something tactile to do with it. And that is incredible. Karen, you've been involved with RAGS and the Y for how many years now?
Almost 23.
Oh my goodness.
It's been a while.
How lucky are we? When you look back on that 23-year tapestry, what's your favorite part?
You know, the RAGS show to me is such a thing about community.
Yes.
It is about wearable art, but really it's about community. So there's longtime supporters that I only see at the RAGS Gala, and I see them there every single year. Some of our, what we call RAGS royalties, so people who were on the Guild but continue to support even though they're no longer actively on the Guild. And just the amazing way that this event in particular brings people into understanding what the YWCA does in a really approachable and really fun way. Like, yes, it's a fundraiser, but it is the most fun. And there are groups who get together, their book club or their group from their faith community or their garden club or whoever. And we have a couple senior living facilities where people take their shuttle and people come in together.
Oh, I love this.
So there's like this whole sense of community around RAGS, which of course was gone. When it was virtual, it was great to still have the support of the fundraiser, but the sense of community that comes from this event, you can't do that online really. So I think to me, just the memories of all the different ways that community comes together to support RAGS, but really ultimately it is to support the survivors that we serve at the YWCA is just, it's the most amazing. It's the most fun. If you've never been, I always encourage people to come for the first time.
Yes.
It's not like shopping someplace else. It's a whole different experience, and it definitely is immersive. It's interactive, and it's just a whole lot of fun.
As you were talking, I had these little slideshows going through my brain of like, for instance, and I'm just going to say this. I think about one of the most wonderful nursing homes pulling up, or a retirement home, and us out there clapping as the same people get off the bus and they're happy to be back. And then I think about groups of people that come together from like Frank Russell or something like that always come together as a group. They shop. These women have been together for years. Their families all come together. This is really a community event. And like we said, you guys made it happen during COVID, but this is really, if there was ever an in-person event, this is it. So Mandy, what kind of wearable art can we expect to see and shop for? And let's also highlight what you have on. I wonder if we can get a shot of that.
I will hold very still.
Hold still.
While I
So
speak.
necklace and earrings.
Necklace
Tell
and
us about
earrings.
these.
So these are by Darcy Thompson from Art Cycled. She makes jewelry out of broken china. She will be at RAGS this year. My bracelets are from Elisa Saucy, and they have inspirational messages on them on the outside and the inside. My rings are by Rosina McKeegan from Gig Harbor. She will be there as well. One of my many bags that I own from Lori Urbis of Raven's Ravine Bags. She will be there. And
I love that. And Karen, what do you have on?
So I have this, I have a lot of RAGS jewelry after all these years. Almost all my jewelry is from RAGS.
Yay.
But this jacket is made by an artist called Angela, and she does amazing. This is a wool jacket, and she just has this amazing sense of style in the way that she pieces things together. And she has everything from warm wool things for winter to beautiful linen tops for summer. So she's one of my favorites as well.
Well, that's a great shot we're getting right there of that. Yeah, because you really want to reach out and touch.
Yeah, it's all hand tailored. really quality work.
Incredible. So when and you, both of you mentioned that the artists that you have on for their perspective pieces, these are people who are what we would have called repeat offenders. They've been with you for a long time.
Yeah.
But I want to shift for a second because I know that there are many artists that have not shown their work at RAGS ever, and they come in to buy presents, and then the wooing begins. So when people show up, and let's say, for instance, let's just say my wife Laura is learning how to do a certain kind of ring, and she goes into RAGS, and she sees all of this inspiration, and then she thinks, maybe I should be here next year and do this. How does she go about doing that, Mandy?
We open up our applications for each year, usually right around the beginning of September, and they stay open through beginning of December. We encourage everyone to apply, and then we have a jury that goes through all the applications. Every year, everything's anonymous, but we look at the quality of the art and whether we think it would fit with the event. And so every year we do have our returning favorites, but we also have new artists as well in both the marketplace and the gallery. And even if you just want to get into jewelry making, come pick the brain of our artists.
There we go.
They love talking about things like that. It's their passion. It's their livelihood.
That's right. Okay, we have some shots that we want to show, and I want either one of you to jump in and tell us if you know the artist or if this is a returning artist. So go ahead and roll those beautiful shots that we have. Okay, here we go. Who is this?
That is a returning artist, and don't put me on the spot trying to remember names right
Beautiful
now.
bracelets. I would wear these.
Yes.
That is incredible.
He does do wonderful work.
Oh.
Yes, this is Deborah Polinoff. She also does some really fun socks that have patterns like this as well.
We may have to go buy some for Sock Cam. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Yes. Oh, this is Blue Ice Designs by Felicia Bauer. She does these amazing sculptural pieces.
In beautiful silver. I love this. Oh.
Oh, I think that's a Linda Ballard bag. She makes, she does a lot of, kind of old horse blankets. She works in leather.
I can see.
That could also be Linda Avery.
It looks
I
like
apologize if I got that wrong.
like it's a turquoise, kind of a stone in there that over the flap. That is beautiful. Oh, here we go.
Oh, this one escapes me at the moment. I feel so on the spot.
This is something that
I
Karen
picked it
would
because
wear.
it's so colorful.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely, and you can try things on while you're there.
You can. We
Yes.
have dressing
Okay.
rooms.
Look at
Yes.
that
Anna
jacket.
Hymas, she will be there.
That is incredible. I think we.
Oh, that one's a Linda Avery bag.
There we go.
She does great. She does belts and wallets and purses.
Yeah, she's one of the best sellers, and the socks. The socks.
Oh,
and the
this kind of matches the shirt that we saw
I
earlier.
think this is by Flora Carlisle Kovac. She does felted work. She has hats as well.
Oh, how
but some amazing scarves.
I think we got a couple more. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember right now, but that's, so they're embellished kimonos.
Okay, we have one more coming up here. Oh, yes.
That's a Diana Rubel hat. So we will have lots of fun hats and fascinators.
Fascinators. Now, that's a word that we don't hear very often. Would you tell us what a fascinator is?
So it's much smaller, but it's still artistic. It typically, kind of clips to the side of your head. Think like Kentucky Derby.
There we go. I was
things
going to
like
say
that.
Think about horse races and
Yeah.
women wearing Easter bonnets and hats. Yes, they were called fascinators. Oh, I so love that. So how much does it cost to get into RAGS, first off? And then let's also talk about some gala tickets versus free shopping days.
Okay, so just to come to RAGS and shop,
Yes.
it is absolutely free.
Okay.
And we will be open Friday and Saturday, March 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sunday the 12th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We do have a gala Thursday night to kick everything off. We're so excited. It is a ticketed event. Tickets are $100 and they're available at ragswearableart.org. But we will have food and wine and a jazz quartet. And it's a great time to talk with the artists, to be one of the first people to shop the event.
So that's the point of the gala, is they get to get in.
Yeah.
And because they've bought a ticket, appetizers and wine, and then they get to walk around and see the preview. It's a preview.
It is, and so many items are one of a kind, so it's your chance to get them before the rest of the public sees them.
I love that. Okay, so tickets are still on sale,
They are.
21 and over. And then the gala starts Thursday night. And then, of course, you can buy them that night too. So this is like you get like first come, first serve elite status, because as you said, many things are one of a kind. And then you come back the next morning with all of your friends, and that's where the fun begins. So you can buy a ticket, then get in the next morning for free.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I love that. Okay, and then let's recap where it's going to be.
So it is at the Mercedes-Benz of Tacoma dealership in Fife.
Thank you, Mercedes.
They've been hosting us for so many years. It's so wonderful. They take all the cars out of the showroom, and it's this big, beautiful space with windows, and they move all the cars so that there's parking. And it's they're fantastic to work with.
I love that. I love that. And then because part of the behind the scenes is moving those cars out, cleaning that floor. Then, of course, your people start moving things in that week. But then the big magic show happens when you have to move everything out. Exactly, and go from there. Is there an online preview that we can do, or is there a way for people to kind of see what, besides that gala, or is it Friday morning first thing?
So we've been promoting our artists leading up to the event on both Facebook and Instagram.
Good.
It's both RAGS Wearable Art.
There we go.
So if you'd like to go get sort of a teaser and a feel for what you can expect during the RAGS event, that's a great place to do it. We try to highlight all of our artists leading up to the show.
All right. So leading up to the show, this is a crunchy time. I mean, the two of you are sitting here so calm right now. You look to be so calm right now, but I'm sure you have in your thought bubble checklists of things to do. Tell us what you need in terms of volunteers. And if someone is listening right now and thinking, you know what, I think I'd like to help out in some ways, but I have no idea. What do you need?
We can always use volunteers for so many different things, helping set up on Wednesday and Thursday, helping to tear down on Sunday, or even just during the event, give an artist a bathroom break, be a runner for us. There are still opportunities for that. We do have a volunteer section on our website, ragswearableart.com.
Oh, good. Okay.
Shoot us an email, ragswearableart@gmail.com, and we probably have something that we could really use your help.
Because it has been 2 years, so that means the people who volunteered for those 2 years or had momentum coming up to it had to shelter in place or find a way to kind of help out in that given way. But now that we're back, I would imagine those volunteers or those people who are always there are like, hello, I want to come back, and you've probably already contacted them, but we still need some help.
We can always use help. We could use help on the Guild as well. We're a completely volunteer-run organization, so we're always accepting new members. If you'd like to help come run this entire event with
I love
us.
that. That's right, because some people have to retire. They have to move on.
Eventually.
Eventually. Mandy, how many years have you been at this?
I believe this is my 11th year.
Wow. I'm not nudging you to move on, but at 11 years, that is impressive. Okay, in this last minute we have, if you could pick one thing that you would not miss now that we are back in person in terms of an artist, what would it be? Karen.
That is like asking who's your favorite child.
I don't know if I can. Child?
Well,
no.
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 But I don't know if I could say I love Saucy Jewelry. I love Vangela. The bags that were previewed on the slides here are amazing. That I can't answer that.
What about you, Miss?
I'm not sure if I have a favorite. I think this year I might be on the hunt for a garment. I do have a lot of accessories and jewelry that I've purchased over the years. I don't have any jackets or tops, so I think that might be something I'll look at. But honestly, come more than once. Come multiple days, because you won't see everything the first day. I work there all weekend, and I end up seeing things every day.
So that's good to know. Because that is a big showroom. So if you don't make it through, please come back. Oh, I love that.
Yes, multiple days of shopping.
Thank you both for being here, for the years of hard work and passion and integrity that you represent on this couch. We couldn't get everybody on the couch, but the two of you represent the great team that has built this event to what it is. So thank you so much. Get some rest, because you're going to need it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Amanda.
Well, that wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some great things to think about in this past hour, so go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at Cityline. Take care.
You're from the easy. You're from Green Bay. You're from Atlanta, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. You're from the easy. You're from Green Bay. You're from Atlanta, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. From the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home. Place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Alright, you're from the East Coast. Alright, you're from the West. Alright, you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Alright, you're from the East Coast. Alright, you're from the West. Alright, you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Hey, Tacoma, that's my home. From the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home. Yeah, Tacoma.